Hi guys. So because I asked you to make a video, I'm going to make one too. In your video, I asked you to talk about the ideology that you wanted to challenge, and then I asked you to give me 3 different audiences in order to make that possible. If you're going to make your life awkward, I'm going to make my life awkward too. It's only fair. So, I kind of transcribed this already, but I just kind of wanted to, after I wrote out what the blogs look like, I'm sure that many of you didn't look at that yet, that's okay. I wanted to just kind of give you an idea of what the video is like. So the ideology that I want to challenge is really how young women, particularly in positions of authority like myself, are looked at by men. And the ideology surrounding young women is that we don't really deserve to be in the position we're in, that we're not very intelligent, that there's no way that we can hold this kind of authority because we only like, as we referenced in class, certain things. And those certain things aren't really what academic and scholarly people would consider to be things that we would enjoy. So, based on the interaction that I described to you in class, this is the ideology that I want to challenge. The ideology surrounding young women that we are nothing more than our appearance, that we can't amount to anything besides our appearance. And even if we do, and even if we get that far, the way that we are judged is still based on looks. So that's my ideology that I want to challenge. And there are several social structures that I think, or systems of power rather, or audiences that might kind of comply with that. So I named a few already if you were reading the blog. The first one that I talked about was that man that I encountered. He's one of the people who I could target as a system of power in specifics because of the way that he spoke to me and how he is continuing to propagate this ideology that is not only damaging to my life but damaging to the life of other young women as well. Um, Other systems of power that I talked about, one of them that I mentioned was Mattel, the toy company. And I would specifically want to talk to the CEO of Mattel because that person makes all of the decisions. Um, what I would want to ask them is that Mattel are the people who make Barbie, and Barbie and all of her comrades, Skipper and Stacy and all of them, they're all young women. And if these are the toys that little girls get to play with, and these are the toys that little girls' parents are buying them, I think it would be helpful if Barbie filled more significant roles than fashion star Barbie or supermodel Barbie or mom Barbie or Barbie's little sister. Like, women are much more than good at fashion and good at being caretakers. Even just having a Barbie that's a teacher, like that would be, even though that's a stereotypical motherly career, female career, at least it's a career oriented toy. So how do we get young women to have a position out there that's more than just what we're looked at as? Is we start off with people like the CEO of Mattel who can make the changes to make other kinds of Barbie dolls. You can make CEO Barbie. You can make newspaper editor Barbie. What about scientist Barbie, zoologist Barbie, biochemical engineer Barbie? These are all Barbies that could easily be a part of society. College professor Barbie to be one. So that was one audience I was thinking about targeting. Another audience that I might target that would be a good idea is in thinking about the media, there are specific functions for movies, and movies usually give us portrayals of what's going on in real life. And whenever I see movies where the woman, the lead, is either, leading through sexual coercion, leading through her appearance, getting things that way, or it's just generally really passive and easily replaceable because all she really is eye candy with like maybe a cool talent, i.e., Transformers Megan Fox. then that bothers me, because why can't we have powerful, intelligent, culpable female leads? I don't understand why that can't be a thing. And I think that aids to why young women in society are surrounded by this ideology that we're not intelligent and we can't hold places of authority. So, perhaps the one film industry that I looked at in particular was Paramount Pictures. And I just looked at what movies they produced. And I saw Disturbia, Wolf of Wall Street, and what was the other one? Transformers. That was where I mentioned Megan Fox. The main character in Disturbia, you can easily pluck her out and place any Pretty Little Thing in there, because she really doesn't have any function to the film except to get Shia LaBeouf's character out of the house and realizing that the person living next door to them is a serial killer. Um, the main character in Wolf of Wall Street, the female lead, she's really spunky and has attitude and leaves her husband when he starts being abusive toward the kids. But again, the way that she gets to be with her husband is seduction. And she's using her sexuality and her sexual appeal. This all correlates down to appearance. This all correlates down to what young women are looked at in society for. And that's the ideology that I really want to challenge. And I feel like Paramount Pictures and Mattel are just two corporations and companies that go about maybe unknowingly propagating this ideology, maybe knowingly. Maybe they need to be reminded. There needs to be more young women filling roles that are not replaceable. And by that I mean that not any actress can just play that role. You need this specific person to be acted in this specific way. Like that's how it's supposed to happen. And what I mean by that is she's not just she can't just be filled in by another pair of boobs and breasts and a butt and pretty long hair. So there has to be some sort of significance. Um, Example of movie roles that they might want to have are smart girls who don't need to get a makeover and can just stay smart. You can have young women in, showing more young women in positions of authority other than just in careers that are female centric, like the fashion industry or teaching. Um, and just allowing single young women to not find validation in their life by being with a man. Why can't women find validation, or why can't that smart woman be okay with being single? That's kind of veering off, but ultimately the ideology that I would like to tackle is how young women are appearing in society, and the ideology surrounding the idea that we can't be pretty and smart, or that we have to be pretty or we have to be smart. We can't be both. I don't understand that, and I think that's wrong. Specifically looking at women who hold authority positions like myself at a young age. So, yeah, my audiences, this is way over 4 to 5 minutes, but my audiences would be Mattel, Paramount Pictures, dude from That Thing that I told you guys about, anybody who is unfairly propagating the ideology of young women not being able to be in positions of authority or be seen as intelligent. All right, now that I have embarrassed myself, I look forward to seeing your videos.